I sort of saw it as just a bit of flirting, and it was fun, and, you know, he was obviously interested in me, and, you know, it was all kind of harmless. I pulled back quite forcefully and actually started crying, and he was quite taken back by my sort of reaction, and he was like, whoa, you know, I've never had a girl kind of cry on me.
All I know is that one day, you know, I was thinking, gee, it's been a month since he's called and since I've spoken to him, and feeling rather hurt about it, that, yeah, maybe he was using me, maybe he just got what he wanted, and I don't even know whether he's gone overseas yet or whatever. And then the next day finding out I was pregnant. I just couldn't think beyond the shame of it and the condemnation, you know. People are going to be pointing their fingers and going, oh, there's that single mum, she's got 3 kids to 2 different dads, you know.
The fact is that Jesus died on the cross, you know, not for an ideology. He died on the cross to redeem us, who are sinners.
They need us to not be judgmental.
The fact that people are sinners simply makes them part of the church.
Well, 95% of men play a fundamental role in the decision to have an abortion. And something that we always hear in the United States is that abortion is a carefully guided decision between a woman, her God, and her healthcare professional. And they're leaving out who? The man. And to claim that abortion is a women's issue, I think it's really misleading, because it's a relational issue that strikes at the very heart of a couple's relationship in the area of sexual intimacy.
I remember it being really clinical. I remember being on my own and wishing that, I don't know, I think I wish that the father was there, the father of my child, just so that we could go through it together. I wish that I didn't have to go through it on my own.
I think it's really important to offer support, to encourage her to say what this means for her, what she's thinking, what she's feeling, you know, what her reactions are.
Post-aborted women need us to give them permission to grieve. With an abortion loss, not only is there no social support, most people think you wanted it when most women felt they had no choice.
Even if everyone else turned away from me and said, no, you're on your own, kid, you know, you did this to yourself, I just had to know that I at least had God with me.
Pope John Paul II, in one of his letters, made it very clear that the church had to become what he called radically pro-woman.
You know, in 2 years I'm going to be a lawyer and I'm supposed to be making this amount of money. It's like, well, this is bigger than all that, you know, just go with it, and that can probably happen later, you know, but right now it's about the fact that for whatever reason you have got pregnant, and, you know, that's part of your story.
There's a great American pro-life researcher and strategist called David Reardon, who talks about the need to build a culture, a society where abortion, it's not only illegal, that's obviously a great long-term goal for us, but he says it's not only illegal, it's actually unthinkable. It's something that people don't even contemplate because they have, firstly, really rediscovered the value of human life, but secondly, because there are so many other options, so many other avenues of support available to help women to choose life. And he also says into a culture where abortion would be forgivable. I think that's a very important message for the church.